Hello, my name's Natalie. What would you like me to address you by?
I'm Dakota.
Hi, Dakota. Thanks for meeting with me today. Is there anything that we can do to make sure you're more comfortable?
No, we're fine.
All right. This is going to be about a 30-minute process. Basically, the interview is to help me learn to use my skills that I've picked up over the last couple months in my class, and I just wanted to begin by explaining confidentiality to you. Have you ever been to the doctor?
Yes.
Okay, so you know anything that goes on between you and your physician stays between you and your physician.
Yes.
Okay, that's very similar with me, except if you tell me something that's going to hurt other people or yourself, I would need to refer you. Being that you're just meeting with me over a small issue, hopefully we won't run into that. Um, but basically, anything you tell me will be between me and you. My teacher is going to look at the video and one other peer. That way, we can observe another student doing the same thing we're doing right now.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions before we get started?
No, let's get into it.
Okay. I also wanted to get verbal permission that I could videotape us during this interview.
You have my permission to videotape this interview.
Okay. I was just making sure before we got started. Um, we're going to be talking about a small issue today. What what problem would you say would be something that you would like to work on today?
Um, Smoking tobacco, cigarettes.
Okay. That's overall pretty much at least here in the United States, it's a pretty big influence on people. Do a lot of your friends smoke?
Yes.
A lot of them do.
Almost all of them.
Oh, well, that I mean, you're around people every day that do smoke, so do you smoke with them when you take smoke breaks, or you?
At breaks and lunch at work, whenever we're out, at a bar or something, or hanging out at each other's houses.
Okay. About how often do you smoke?
Uh, Breaks at work, before work, after work, during lunch.
So you
Probably two
smoke.
cigarettes at lunch. While I'm outside working here at home.
You smoke pretty regularly then.
Yep.
So how many packs of cigarettes would you say you smoke a day?
About a pack.
About a pack a day. What kind of cigarettes do you like to smoke?
I prefer cigarettes on Marlboro. I prefer like menthols while I'm at work because like the mint is really the fresh feeling is really nice.
Okay. Um, about how long have you smoked?
About 5-6 years.
5 or 6 years. Has it always been a very regular thing? Like since you started smoking, you pretty much regularly smoked a pack a day.
It grew over time. When we first started, the addiction wasn't as bad, but over time it kind of grew into more, got worse and worse.
So you feel like you're addicted to it, or is that just what you feel like other people would say?
I'd say I'm
You do say that you feel like you have a problem with smoking.
yes.
Okay. Does your family smoke?
Yes. Specifically, my parents smoked most of my childhood, and my eldest brother smokes.
So you kind of grew up around people who agreed that smoking was okay.
Yeah.
Did you have people in your life that really ever talked to you about it? Like,
Besides, just regular school encounters, while you're in school, people tell you not to smoke, things like that.
okay, so about 5 or 6 years ago, you said you started smoking. What was happening in your life when you decided to pick up your first cigarette?
Working mostly. I was also in college, so the stress was building up. I got into it for mainly that reason, the stress relief.
So you're saying what I'm hearing you say is stress was probably one of the bigger reasons that you started smoking.
Yes,
Okay.
that'd be correct.
Um, when you started smoking, the stress was a very big factor. So,
Yeah, it was peaking at that point. It was I was having a hard time getting any sleep, calming down. So I needed something that would take the edge off of really stressful times. Trying to manage class and a job. Very difficult.
so you were in school as well.
Yes.
Okay, so you had a very busy schedule.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Well, since you continue to smoke, do you feel like the stress level in your life is still um, very high?
Well, I'm not in college anymore, so it's definitely lulled down. I just never put down the cigarettes.
Okay. Um, do you miss school?
No, I got my degree.
Okay. You want to tell me about your degree?
My degree is in electronics for servicing panels and security systems, even home entertainment systems.
Oh, did you pursue any kind of career with this?
Yes. Currently, I'm looking towards a PLC job, PLC technician job at a factory here in town.
Okay. So, are you? What I'm going off of, you're pursuing a new job. Does that add any stress to your daily life?
Yes, just, well, it will take a lot of stress off if I get a new job, if I get the new position.
Okay. I can see where that would relieve some stress. Um, let's go back a little bit. We're talking about your job and your career. Um, is there anything in your childhood that would have persuaded you to smoke? Or
Uh,
was it just something recent?
Growing up in a smoking household, there are statistics that say that you are at least twice as likely to start to smoke as an adult.
That's interesting. Have you ever tried to quit smoking before?
A couple times, I just tried to quit, not buying anymore, just stop immediately. Uh, I, I couldn't stick with it because it was always around. I'd still go out and be with my friends that were smoking at work. They'd be available.
Yeah. Because you can get them at gas stations, at Walmart. So you can get cigarettes pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, and
And
people would offer me cigarettes, but they would see that I'm having a hard time, with trying to quit, working. It's very, it's difficult. It is an addiction.
okay. About how long would you say when you did these quitting completely, just stopping? About how long did you manage to go without smoking?
Uh,
Or which one time was the longest for you?
about 3 weeks, I almost made it a month, and stress piled up again.
So you feel like stress is one of those reoccurring things that makes you just want to smoke?
Yeah, I was a vice. It really, it's a vice that you kind of rely on.
So is stress the only thing that makes you want to smoke, or is there other things that make smoking appealing?
Uh, it's really just something to do now. It does help in stressful times, but now that it's really just something to do. You feel the urge come on, so you do it while you do yard work, while you're working on something. Just kind of like chewing gum helps you concentrate.
And quitting, just dropping it is the only thing you've done to try
Yeah,
to.
I haven't tried a program or tried any kind of substitute. I really just tried to cut it all off.
So you're wanting to stop smoking.
Yes.
Wait, okay. Is there anything that you feel like would really motivate you to stop? Something that would help you push through the urge to smoke?
Well, I can definitely not uh, be around it as much. I could, try to sit, go sit in the break area instead of going outside to the smoking tables at work. Uh, I really want to quit because I notice my gums are deteriorating, and that's creating a problem with my teeth. If I could keep my teeth,
You're very big on dental hygiene.
yes, because you judge people very when you meet somebody, you judge them over how well their teeth look. You notice their teeth. You notice if they're brown, black, green, yellow. If you see if they've been brushing their teeth, if there's anything in their teeth, and you notice people's teeth, and you create an impression upon them. I like to keep my teeth, and I like to be able to. I don't want people judging me because there's a defect. Besides that, also I was born with lung problems, and it's I can't do very much outside of being not physically fit. I get very winded easily.
Okay. Do you feel like with you having lung problems when you smoke, do you feel like that impacts you more than before when you didn't smoke?
It definitely has created a drag on how much I'm able to do in one go.
Okay.
I definitely have to sit down and take a break, or I'm more tired by the time I get a break.
Okay, so it really concerns you that it could cause problems more harshly towards your lungs. Think back when you had stopped smoking for those 3 weeks. Did you feel like that helped your lungs any at all?
I don't know if it was long enough to tell. I do feel like I could breathe a little easier towards the end, uh, but I don't believe it was actually long enough to have any positive benefits.
Okay. Um, what would be something that you feel would be one of the biggest things that would just help you out? Like, do you feel like there's anything in your life right now that could help influence your smoking habit to come to an end?
Um, this new position there's a big raise that comes with it, so and it's something I would more enjoy than my job now. So I would definitely be happier overall with money standing and how I'm spending my time. Um, uh, and that's mainly one of the things I stress about most is finances.
You stress about finances?
Yeah,
Okay. Would you like to tell me a little bit about how much a pack of your cigarettes costs?
they are oh, about $5.50 a pack.
Okay. So you're paying $5.50 7 days a week?
Yes.
Okay. Does that ever really bother you?
Um, I recently, about a week ago or so, kind of put the numbers together, to try to figure out actually how much I'm actually spending on this habit. And it's a lot. It's in about almost $2,000 a year.
Oh man, that does sound very costly.
And I would like to do things other than go to sleep and go to work and barely scrape by. That $2,000 a year can be put to going on vacation or saving up for new things or emergencies.
Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of tell you kind of what I've been hearing, and I just want to make sure what I've heard is um, pretty accurate. You've smoked for about 5 to 6 years. You started at work.
Yeah.
Okay. When you started at work, you said you were going to college at that time.
Yes.
You said that stress was at its peak. You were just feeling completely
Yeah.
like you were about to lose it. Okay. So you've tried to stop smoking, and your friends and your coworkers smoke, and you've just barely been able to scrape past 3 weeks
Yeah.
with everything goes that your new job and your lungs are two of your major concerns that you would like to stop smoking. You could use your time more wisely, save some money here. Does this all sound correct?
Accurate.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me a little about that would help us come to some maybe setting some goals or look at things that you might be interested in doing to help you stop smoking?
Uh, Give me a third try. Definitely try to wean off of it more, not try to just stop altogether.
Okay, so you
I'll
think that
definitely try to work myself down to like a half a pack, and gradually go from there.
alrighty. Um, so about how old are you? If you don't
I'm,
mind me asking.
it's all right. I'm 26 years old.
You're 26, so you started smoking 2021.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was probably around. Do you drink alcohol any?
Yes.
I heard you say that you like going to a bar here and there.
Yes.
So does drinking ever affect your smoking?
Uh, they do go together.
Um, okay, so
I probably smoke more heavily than drinking.
about how often do you feel like you go, or maybe even drink sitting at home? Maybe one night that you actually have off from work, or
Uh,
um,
uh, Twice, 3 times a month.
uh, so you feel like 2 or 3 times a month you smoke more heavily.
Yeah.
Um, about how like
An extra half a pack.
an extra half a pack sounds about accurate.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping me complete my sentence there.
It's fine.
So you smoke when the chance presents itself during your day, and you smoke more heavily when you drink. Um, is there any alternatives to smoking that you feel like would better suit your lifestyle?
Well, I hear, there's nicotine gum that some people use, or just regular gum.
Have you ever tried it?
I haven't.
Um, in your hopes to stop smoking, do you have a time that you feel like a time limit that you feel like you would like to be able to accomplish, at least get past, to know that maybe you can go even longer? You feel like if you get to your 3 weeks that you've already accomplished, you feel like that you have accomplished something, or do you feel like you are wanting to completely wait a couple months?
A full month would be, I'd consider that a milestone. I would consider that to be a good accomplishment.
Okay. Because I understand your goal is to quit forever, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so um, completing milestones would be something that would be interesting to you.
Yeah, like, just not small, but, achievements over time that they're just like a reward and reminder.
So you consider a reward program, like after you get to a month, you might go out for dinner, or because after a month, that's 30 times 5 is going to be
150.
150. So, um, that's $150 in your pocket from not smoking that much. You could do something like that. Or any more ideas you would like to? You said you were all about this saving money. So, is there something that you could possibly do with this money to help you quit smoking?
I could put it towards, just, I really haven't thought of
um, are you open to suggestions?
Of course.
Okay. Um, maybe like a um, coin jar. Every day you don't smoke a pack of cigarettes, you could put your $5 in there,
I can
and then you
see
could,
it
yeah, you
add
could,
up.
yeah, you could visualize what you're not wasting, or what you're not adding on to something you feel is not good for you. Um, any other likes? What do you enjoy? Like activities wise, hobbies.
I enjoy going fishing. I enjoy video games.
You like playing video games and you like to go fishing in your free time?
Yeah, I like working outside.
What do you like to do outside?
I work with metal. I make things.
Oh, so you're very hands on.
Yes.
Does it cost anything to do those things?
Most of the things I make out of scrap parts that I either find or can take from work. But sometimes I need to buy new cameras, or I could put that money towards buying new pieces of equipment and new tools. That way I could do more and be better.
Are your tools for working with this metal costly?
Some yes, some no. Some are $13, some are $2,500. It's a very, very wide range of tools and parts.
$2,500 is a lot of money.
Yes. That would be for like a plasma cutter, and they're incredibly expensive.
A plasma cutter. This is all new to me. Um, so, for you to do these activities, smoking would be beneficial. Stopping smoking would be beneficial for you.
Yes. That money would go a long way in that effect.
Okay, so quitting smoking would be saving you this money, and with you doing these outdoor activities, maybe a larger project that interests you, like building something bigger from your extra money, would be something you could do after a milestone you hit. Um, are you a do you like visuals, or are you more an actions kind of person? Like, do you like to see progress, or do you like to actually?
A constant reminder is like charts and things like that to remind me how far something has came longer. How much longer I have to go.
How does your how does your family feel about you smoking?
They're supportive. They would like that that would happen, but they would also like that they can quit smoking too. They're in support of it, but also dealing with their own problems.
That's understandable. But your family supports you in your decision.
Yes.
Okay. Um, and you said that you had lung problems.
Yeah.
So is this kind of like, does this come from is this something you were born with, or is it biological in
Well,
some way?
when I was born, my lungs were underdeveloped. I was a full-term baby, but my lungs just were not developed right. So I had to be put under a vent
Mhm.
for I don't know. I guess I couldn't breathe. I wasn't really building on that. And growing up, I had an inhaler for a while, and I grew out of I didn't have to take that anymore. Uh, so I went to the doctor, and now they would definitely probably say I need one.
How would you feel about having to go back to using your inhaler?
Uh, I wouldn't like it. Inhalers, they taste awful. They don't make you feel good immediately. It's just not attractive.
It's not attractive.
Not even in like a not even in a physical standpoint. It's just the action isn't very nice.
Okay. Have you been to see your doctor lately? Have you been about?
No.
Okay. I'm assuming you don't would like to stray away from the doctor.
Yeah, more afraid they're going to actually find something wrong that I can't already see.
So it worries you that.
Yeah. So, just happier not knowing for right now.
Okay. So some of the things that bother you about smoking I've picked up on is that your lungs bother you and that it's costly. Um, does it ever um, concern you, like um, medically speaking, cancer maybe? Smoking causes lung cancer.
Well, I have an uncle that was diagnosed with COPD and an aunt that died of lung cancer on both sides of my family
Oh, I'm so sorry.
several years ago.
Okay. With that, do you feel like you're more likely to?
Well, these things do tend to be genetic. The likelihood is. So, it is a concern.
So, with that being said, I think maybe would you like to kind of talk about some things that maybe would help you quit smoking?
Yes.
Okay.
What are your suggestions?
Before we talk about my suggestions, maybe some things that you have thought of.
I haven't been able to think of anything that will work. A couple people I know have stopped using e-cigarette, but they still have that addiction with an e-cigarette. I would not. I would rather not have that. That still costs quite a bit for like the oil and other things.
I do have a small amount of knowledge about the e-cigs. I know that you have to buy parts for it and the oils for it. I'm not exactly sure about what it would measure up with the cigarette, but I wouldn't think that it would still be a cost out of your pocket, which would
Yeah, it
it would
definitely
kind of cancel your um,
mindset.
yeah, your financial concerns. But anything else that really comes to mind when you think about things that might help you stop smoking?
Seeing things on TV really, but they seem just kind of impractical. Uh, Trying to substitute it with something less harmful, not harmful. That
So maybe substitutions wouldn't be the best way to go.
probably not.
Have you ever do you like chewing gum?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I know at a local gas station around here you can buy a pack of the smaller packs of gum are 39 cents. So that compared to $5.50 is a big difference a day. So maybe on your breaks, your shorter breaks, you could chew gum, or they do make nicotine gum that would help you slowly stop smoking. It can be a gradual process. Stopping smoking is going to be your end goal. Um, Maybe as your first step in quitting smoking, you could help yourself set limitations. Instead of smoking a full pack of cigarettes a day, maybe smoke half a pack, and after you feel like you don't need it in the first couple weeks, you could smoke one cigarette less a day until you feel like you can completely lay the pack down. A gradual process might be something that helps somebody who like is visual, because you can see your cigarette and you know how many cigarettes are in a pack. Okay, so you can, instead of smoking 20 cigarettes a day, smoke 10 cigarettes a day, and you can look and see at the end of the day how many cigarettes you actually have. And that cuts your smoking finance in half for that week, month, or however long you cut your smoking in half. Because if you will smoke half a pack of cigarettes a day, that's the next day's pack of cigarettes for you. Now, you see that takes every other day, you're saving $5.50. But with your goal being to still stop smoking, um,
Go from a half a pack to a quarter of a pack.
that would go along with that first goal is to gradually stop smoking. Another goal, can you think of another thing that you would like to try to help you to stop?
No, what are you thinking?
Do you have any ideas about what you think you might like to do?
In order to stop,
Yeah.
really, I've only given serious thought to the nicotine gum and how that might help. So I
Okay.
could try, after getting down to, I could use the nicotine gum to replace some cigarettes while I'm getting down to a half a pack, down to a quarter pack, and try to get off cigarettes altogether by substituting it with that completely, and then finding a way to get off. And that seems easier to get off of.
All right. So visualizing your slow, gradual stop of smoking would be a good goal. Um, and the nicotine gum you also said would be a great thing that you feel like might help. So this seems like something very realistic you could try, and the gradual time spent. Quitting cold turkey hasn't worked for you in the past, so maybe trying this gradual stop of smoking would help. Do you have any more questions for me?
No,
Okay. Just wanted to thank you for your time and talking with me today. Our 30 minutes is about up, so I just wanted to say thank you and uh, hopefully this interview was a mutual benefit and maybe what we talked about today can help you actually achieve some of the goals we've set. And
well, I think it'll definitely be helpful in the next coming months.
all right, and maybe I'll figure out. I'll be there to hear how it's going for you. But I'd like to just continue to thank you. And this is the end of our interview. And good luck.